I don't know if you're going to accept this or not, but we all, as people, we like to be validated, right? We want to be liked by everyone else around us. You can say, oh, I'm alpha, I don't care about what other people think of me. Sure, fine, but you like you would prefer to have people like you, right? You'd prefer to be validated by people. We all have that feeling. Let's accept that, because the truth is, if you genuinely did not care about what people thought of you, if you didn't care about if anyone liked you or not, I mean, you'd go insane. That's not the case, right? Everyone, even though it's subconscious, you want to be liked by people. But the thing is, at some point in your life, especially when you develop the urge to achieve big goals, and you start getting these big ideas that you can go on to achieve this, and you actually see it as a possibility. The truth is, a lot of people are not going to be on the same boat as you. They're not going to believe. I don't want to be, sound cliche and be like, oh, they're not going to believe in you. The thing is, people are going to criticize you, even though, they're not going to directly come and tell you, oh, whatever you're doing is not going to work out. When you speak to them, you will get the feeling that they probably don't have that trust in you. They probably don't see what you're seeing. And that's natural because, not everyone on this planet is born to, go on to achieve great things. And when you have these ideas that, okay, I can actually go on to achieve this, not everyone's going to see that, right? Not everyone can visualize the same things as you. In school, and honestly, as kids, we're always told, okay, you should have these big goals, set big dreams. It sounds nice, so people keep telling that to you. But what they never mention is when you actually, someone, let's say there are 30 people in a class, for at least one of those kids, there will be a huge dream that kid, that he or she actually sees as a possibility and goes on to achieve. Because everyone has some sort of a dream, a huge dream, but most people are not going to go after it. They're gonna just sort of let that dream be a dream, you know what I mean? And when you're that kid, or whatever that kid or whoever you are, that you actually see this big dream as a possibility, and you start going over it or going after it, people are not going to trust you. People are not going to see things the way you are, even though they may not say anything to you, they're just not going to see things the way you see it. And honestly, that just means one thing, and that is, I read this quote once, I think in 2021 or 2022, that people are always going to subject you to their limitations, right? So let's say there are two people. One guy is, having this plan of going to achieve something great. The other guy's, he's not on the same boat as this dude. He's like, nah, you're not going to do it. Why? Not because he doesn't think this guy's not going to be able to do it. It's because this guy subconsciously knows that, he can't do it. He can't do it by himself. So he sees that, okay, I can't do it, so obviously other people as well are not going to do it. And that's just almost a case of having your ego, right? Your ego, when you don't do something, you're never going to be happy when someone else does it. That's just the way most people are. You can't fault them for that. Even though they may want good things for you, when they themselves don't see a possibility of achieving something great, they're obviously not going to believe that you're going to be able to do it. That's just how people are. I don't want to, pick out names, but take most Asian parents, for example. I can guarantee you, I mean, if you're an Asian watching this, you probably know how difficult it is when you have something, ridiculous that you want to achieve, to actually go and talk about it to your parents, because they're gonna brush it off like it's nothing. Oh, go and focus on your studies. Nothing against studies, but that's what they're gonna say, right? Oh, go get your degree, whatever. And after that, then you can focus on whatever you want, right? Like, obviously, if they see the possibility of you achieving that, they would be so happy for you. They would, allow you to do that. But they don't see that as a possibility. They don't see that as a reality. Hence, they force you to take the most safer route through life. And I always thought, that you always have to take opinions from people who've accomplished what you want to accomplish. You can't take advice from people, even though they may be the closest of people to you. The truth is, you can't take advice from those that are living the lives that you don't want to live. You have to take advice from people who are living the life that you eventually want to live at some point in your life. You dream of that, being that guy. There is that guy that you dream of being, is there somewhere in this world, and you have to take advice from him, or whoever it is on social media or whatever. You can't take advice from people who you don't eventually want to end up like. So just know that, no matter how ridiculous of a dream you have, there's gonna be people who criticize you. There's gonna be people who are not on the same boat as you, and don't take that as something to be upset over or demoralized over. It's just natural. Okay, it's just natural. When most people don't see themselves achieving anything great, and when they themselves don't see themselves achieving anything great, they're not gonna be able to visualize you going on to achieve anything great either. So that's just how life is. Accept it. Don't just don't stop, right? Don't stop. You have one life. Make the freaking most out of it, bro.